So guys, I'm Frida Gomez, and welcome back to Dark Reviews. So, you read the title, it's pretty much like a follow-up compared to my, rant about high school DD in the Sword Art Online Gameverse. Because, I pretty much I believe I got my thoughts, what I wanted to say in that video about the harem genre, but this is kind of like I said, pretty much very similar in a way. And how kind of relates shipping, love triangles, and OTPs. For those who don't know what OTPs is, one true pairings. Well, sometimes, like I said, I'm pretty sure there's certain words I can't say. Sometimes OT3s, and so on. And pretty much my thoughts on that type of stuff. So shipping. I pretty much did not know anything about shipping until I started watching RWBY, because with RWBY, it's where there's the ship names, like Bumblebee. I'm pretty sure with everything else there are, ship names combining the two characters' names together. But RWBY, it's very different. It's just with RWBY, they do kind of I don't know how to explain the word. How the teams kind of say a word, Team Coffee. I think that's K. That's no, not K. C, F, V, Y. First that was each team member's name. Anyway, so that's how I first discovered shipping. And pretty much, really, I didn't mind shipping at all for a while, but when, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna straight up sound okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't really like how Bumblebee became canon, and how it's going, because it's just because to me, in my opinion, it's they say that's canon, but they kind of almost in a way I don't know how to explain it. Like I said, when it comes to shipping, and I feel the ship became canon because fan demand, so it's all fan service in a way. And to me, it trying to reminds me of with Kylo Ren and Rey with the sequel trilogy, which to me I didn't really like the idea of Kylo Ren and Rey getting together, the whole enemies turn lovers. It's just how the way it was handled. See, that's the thing too, how it's handled. And especially if it's become when it's more fan service and becoming naturally, because the dynamic in the relationship between Kylo Ren and Rey, it's just they were hey, Rey was come to the light side, and Kylo Ren's no, join the dark side, and back and forth, whatever. It's just. Because, see, that's how, ships go out of hand. Perfect example, I'm going to bring back the Sword Art Online Gameverse again. What I've heard, it's not canon, pretty much fan service. Because to me, it's the author, the famous saying, wants to have his gang at 82. Because Kirito, his girlfriend, is Asuna, right? But with the latest game, Sensation Licorice, it's just I don't know how to describe it. He has the dude has a girlfriend, but yet he's kind of how okay. So the thing is, I understand, that there's platonic relationships, but it just goes to because it's just the big thing. Everybody says it's those, pillow talk scenes. That's why I like to call them, because they just just Kirito and one of his harem members just chit chatting, and it's just because a lot of people kind of strongly ships Kirito and Sin on more to say have there, relationship is like a lot better compared to Asuna. But then there's some people that strip all three together, and my issue with that is because see, from what it's pretty much like told, Sinon is like Asuna's friend, which to me, like it's still slightly hard to believe because it's been like kind of a short time to like because with Sinon she joined Kirito's group of friends for like about 6 months because the Gun Gale Online arc happened in like December and the events of Alice Station happened in like pretty much like July, pretty much like late June. So like 6 months, like I just feel like it's like way too short to make a new friend and automatically saying that they're your best friend. To me, I feel like Elizabeth is like Asuna's best friend because how their relationship was like in in Sword Art Online. And I feel like Asuna just kind of like somewhat replaced Elizabeth with Sinon. Anyway. Like I said before, I'm trying to stay rational as possible because like this is a topic that's just like really not like the best or easiest to talk about, like the whole ship wars and everything. And I feel like Kirito and Natsu and Sinon being shipped together because I don't like that idea. Because to me, if you cheat on, because that's another thing. And anyway, when I feel like when you cheat on your boyfriend or girlfriend with their best friend, that is like the greatest betrayal. Because to me, like your best friend is it's pretty much like your brother or sister, and if you cheat on your significant other with the best friend, then I just can't. I just feel like that's just like that's it. That relationship down the drain. Like almost the greatest betrayal. And I will admit, like there are times where I do shipments, but very rarely now. Like I'm getting back, high school DD again. Like Konoko, like in the second season, because with Kiba, he was in the first episode. It was kind of like his arc, or his struggle. Going out with the people that experimented on him, like other kids to be like holy sword users, and because with Issei and the occult club, they pretty much like all of them like platonic relationship, like they all like love and care for each other. So, and I definitely try not to read into things because that's what I kind of thought. Because then Konoko was like kind of like showing the most concern out of everyone. But I think that she's probably just like deeply cares about her friends that much that she will like go along with Issei. Like, and that was the time where she didn't show like any interest in him. So I thought possibly like for Kiba, like at least two possible parents for him was like Synovia or Konoko. But all of the female characters want to be with Issei because he's the Red Dragon Emperor, and ironically, I'm wearing a red shirt. And okay, so another thing with me when it comes to shipping, it's just the times where it's just like okay, and like here's the thing about love triangles is that when both love interests are like good for the and sometimes it's not even like the main protagonist somewhat. Okay, look, I'm gonna talk about like certain other anime, which I'm pretty sure like most people like it's like you rather love it or hate it. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about Himouto Umaru-chan. Okay, so her brother Taihei pretty much has like two love interests. There's Nana that's Umaru's like best friend, and she's like pretty much like that neighbor, the girl next door, and she has like pretty much a crush on Taihei, and pretty much in like the first half of season 1, they were playing like a game with Kiri, like the girl that has a crush on Umaru, that everyone else in school is afraid of. Like they were playing like the game of life, and Taihei, like his career was becoming a chef, and he has a wife and kids, and the wife, looks like Nana. I think so. Okay, that's nice, and like what's the best ship ever? Like the brother, I don't know, like with like their sister's like best friend. But then he has a coworker that's, I believe, is the manager. Kanau. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I'm so sorry if I'm not. Like the thing is, like she is like the same age as like Umaru's brother. And it's just like, to me, I can't really decide like like your sister's best friend or like your high school friend. That's like Yakuza age. Like I don't exactly remember the age difference between like Umaru's best friend and her brother. But hopefully it's not like too big of an age gap, and like the show is like really. I want to see the anime, like really showing like them parents or what. And I feel bad for Kanau that she kind of misses her opportunities. Like she has so many times because like she pretty much spends the most time technically compared to Nana. Okay, and yeah, that's like one like love triangle. I'm like I can't decide like who's like the better match. And another one is from the Disastrous life of Saiki. Like Saiki himself, like he because since he has like psychic powers, he doesn't want to try to get less attention drawn to him. But his two like pretty much the main love interest, somewhat like pretty much is Kokomi, like the popular girl, the blue hair, and I really like her. I don't want to simp, but I would straight up simp for her. I really like her personality. And his other interest is Mikoto. Yeah, Mikoto. That okay. I don't want I'll try my best to not butcher these names. So Mikoto, she's like somewhat psychic herself. Like she saw that her one true love is like Saiki, and her love rival is Kokomi. And I like both girls. I think they're both great, have great personalities, and it's just like, oh my god. It's just, I don't know. And even like, the grandparents, like the grandfather likes, I believe, if I remember correctly, Kokomi, and the grandmother likes Mikoto. It's just, like, it's like the popular girl, or your fellow psychic. The Kusuo Saiki, like he just wants to live a normal life as much as possible, and that's like another like love triangle where it's just like I can't decide. Like both girls are like too good of a match. Like even the ending, like they're like singing like for Kusuo's affection. But anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. If you liked it, like new Darker Place or Never. And yeah, so this is pretty much what I think about like some of the shipping, the one true parents, and love triangles. And like in short, shipping is just like a nightmare. Just try to avoid as much as possible now.